The house felt like a tomb after my mother's funeral, the silence weighing more than the furniture. My father, a man broken by the sudden quiet, found solace in a woman named Miriam just months later. She moved in with a smile that never reached her eyes, carrying suitcases filled with bright colors that seemed to mock our mourning. I watched from the shadows as she slowly began to erase my mother's memory. Miriam's influence was like a slow-acting poison, convincing my father that the past was a burden he needed to shed. She suggested we donate my mother's clothes and replace her handmade quilts with modern, sterile linens. My father, desperate to escape his own grief, agreed to every cold demand she made. He stopped visiting the cemetery and started looking at me as if I were a ghost haunting his new perfect life. The breaking point arrived when Miriam decided to renovate the attic, which held the last of my mother's journals and childhood photos. She called them clutter and ordered a dumpster to be placed in the driveway. I saw her tossing decades of love into the trash while my father sat in the living room staring blankly at a wall. I realized then that Miriam wasn't just a wife. She was a conqueror. However, the house itself seemed to remember who truly belonged within its walls. On the night they planned to finalize the house sale, every light in the hallway began to flicker in the rhythm of my mother's favorite song. Miriam screamed as the attic door slammed shut on its own, locking her inside with the very memories she tried to destroy. My father finally woke up from his trance, hearing the familiar melody. He rushed upstairs and found my mother's wedding ring sitting perfectly on the floor, right in front of the locked door. When he opened it, Miriam was gone, having fled through the window in a panic, leaving her expensive jewelry behind. We didn't follow her. Instead, we spent the night bringing the boxes back inside, reclaiming the home that love had built. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more.